welcome to the Christmas special episode of the Rambling Teapot Chats over Samara Chai. So today as you can see that, it's a very cozy setup. There's a little bit of sun rays coming from here. I have my beautiful Christmas tree out here. I'm so excited because I just fucking love Christmas, man. And when we decided that we should do a special Christmas episode, हाँ ये plan में बिल्कुल नहीं था. Yes, तो मेरे को बीच में आता है कि हमें करना चाहिए कुछ, ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए. And this was like out of nowhere, and I was like, if you're doing Christmas, it's so much about, happiness, memories, green, red, right? And I thought that definitely पूरे episode में Christmas carols तो नहीं गा सकते ना. Plus, you don't want me to sing. So we decided that we should do something we love. Something that brings back our memories, good times, bad times, heartbreaks, anything. And so when I was thinking about it, I could only think of one person. This one person was that particular person who could, give rise to all sorts of feelings in me in different phases of my life. Shadi ho gayi, heartbreak ho gaya, crush ki shadi ho gayi, all of it, And that's when I thought we should definitely do an episode on my icon and someone I absolutely love, adore, and am inspired by, and that is none other than Taylor Swift. So when I decided कि हमें Taylor Swift पे episode करना चाहिए, also by the way you can see that's a very cozy thing, right? आज हम पैर लटका के नहीं बैठे हैं, and moreover with my broken foot it's like really difficult. So yes, so it's very cozy, wintry, although it's not very cold in Surat, but we decided to create this feel around us and do this. And for discussing or for rambling upon Taylor Swift, we need to have some hardcore fans, right? And for the same, I invited our recurring guest, actually, a recurring person who comes from our first season. She was, guess a little bit, okay? She was this radical feminist who does not care anymore कि लोग क्या सोचते हैं, because she's already a disappointment to everyone, right? So yes, Bhumika Ahuja, guys, can we have some? And to accompany her and me in this journey of us discussing our icon Taylor Swift, I have someone who I am meeting for the first time today. Trust me, this was the same person जिससे मिलने जब गई थी उसी दिन मेरा टांग टूट गया. Okay, but she had to be here because you know what her Instagram handle is called? It's Ame Swift. Alright, and if you have not guessed it yet, Surat people I'm saying, if you have not guessed it yet, for the rest I'm giving an introduction. She's a coffee connoisseur and an avid traveler, and वो इतना बताती नहीं है इसके बारे में, but when I look at her and her Instagram, I feel she's a great writer and definitely a Taylor Swift addict, and that is none other than Amreen Khan. Yay! So guys, how do you feel? Bhumika, I'm not going to ask you because I know you're excited to be here. You have been here already way too many times. A lot of people in fact think that she goes to different places to gather gossip so that she can come and ramble about it at the Rambling Teapot,
I'm the mole.
Yeah. She's the mole. She's my mole. But Amreen, how do you feel about being here? The coffee connoisseur drinking Samara chai.
Yeah. Well, I was a bit nervous because it's my first time doing a physical podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, I know Nikita and I know she's the fun person, the hot one.
Oh, thank you.
And especially because it's about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So,
and that is something
really
we can talk about anytime, right?
any day, yeah.
So the reason why I decided that for Christmas we should do a Taylor Swift episode was Christmas is all about memory making, right?
Yeah.
And for me, Taylor Swift has been this memory maker for every phase of my life. Like I had a Taylor Swift song for every crush, for every heartbreak, for falling in love, for finding the right man, for fighting mean people.
So what happens to me is I relive my heartbreak every time Taylor Swift comes out with the Taylor's version of my heartbreak song. I don't care. Please come break my heart. I need to relive this moment and have a Taylor Swift glory to it.
So dramatic,
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
Honestly, it's the same with me as well.
Yeah.
It's like with each and album, and with each and every song, I feel like maybe she has left some camera on me, and like she knows what's going on in my life.
I know, we
and
become
she
like,
writes about it.
yeah, like it's like you're the mainest character of this, right? Like of
Yeah.
your own movie, like and Taylor Swift is in the background. It's
Yeah,
playing
It's
background.
honestly, it's been like when she released Red, like we were going through a breakup. Then came Look What You Made Me Do, and I was honestly going through a situation where I
Look what you-
felt a transformation,
I
and
know.
she wrote about that.
Yeah. So, Bhumika, you were trying to say something.
Yeah, I was trying to say that it's almost like I sometimes feel it's a little creepy because how on earth can you have such accurate depictions of everything
I
that I'm
know.
going through?
I know.
And they're all such unique songs, but they're also so relatable, which seems like a paradox. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how is everybody collectively feeling the same thing and
Same
relating to
thing.
the same thing and still feel like something like this has never happened? to
Never
anyone
happened.
before?
I know, but I feel like although we will get into the romanticized version of being in love with Taylor Swift and her music, but I feel like you know, like even politically, like if you guys have watched her documentary on Netflix, she talks about how she was having these thoughts, like whether she should have political opinions or not, because she comes from an area where they are very, for the lack of any other words, you know, they are not very progressive, you know, politically. They are politically incorrect. But she did, and then she sang We Are the Young. Only the young. Only the young. So, and that was also very relatable for me, you know, like because a lot of times I come from a tier 2 city. Talking about LGBT rights or talking about rights in general is not that much of a thing, you know, in your household. But the entire process, like in the documentary, like she sits with her parents and she explains, you know, I can't do this. I can't just see this injustice and not do anything about it. And I'm gonna speak about it. I'm gonna tweet. I am gonna write my music. I'm gonna sing about it, you know. And her parents are like, okay, okay, go ahead. You know, like I have even connected with her politically on that level as well. Like, and it's crazy that you know, I can feel connected to someone who's so far away from me
Yeah.
and culturally so different,
life,
right?
yeah.
Like it's a different feeling. Do you have any anecdote of such an incident
I
when it
think
comes to
this is
Taylor?
the best thing about Taylor Swift because a lot of times when people come out to advocate about, let's say, LGBTQ rights or anything that they are themselves not a part of, they end up co-opting the entire movement.
Very true.
But Taylor Swift does not do that.
Yeah.
Like you know, we always say that don't take the space, but pass on the mic.
Yeah.
So you
She
know,
exactly
she
did
does
this.
that. So when
Yeah.
you see, you know,
You-
that you
you
need to come down video,
yeah.
you have like actual LGBTQ representation happening over there. And yes, she's singing the song and she's providing the kind of platform for it.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, just going out there like pretentious, snobbish persons who's like, oh, I care for the LGBTQ community and then not let them speak at all.
Right.
So
right.
The kind of vibe she creates in that video is just
It's just
so cool.
epic. It's just epic.
Yeah.
In fact, we shot our we shot our music video for the Rambling Teapot, and there are a couple of shots which are inspired from
Yeah.
that. If you guys go and watch the video, guys, it's on our Instagram, the Rambling Teapot, and if you have not followed it, you need to follow Rambling Teapot. Sorry for this, but I need to do it.
Please go and watch it.
Guys, if in the middle of this podcast you hear jingles, that's because Bhumika is wearing snowman on her head and it's going on jingle bell, jingle bell. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, as I was saying, like, you know, let's get back to the romanticized
Yes.
version of Taylor Swift about our heartbreaks, crushes, and all of that. Okay? So I think I have the capacity to make anyone like Taylor Swift. Okay? Like anyone. Okay? Like Vikas, my husband, he told me that a couple of months before meeting me, he was on a trip to Spain with his friends, and they were all like high and everything, and they were like watching like videos on the screen, and Taylor Swift वहाँ पे कुछ look what you made me do, she was doing that, and they were like क्या कर रही है यार, and Vikas went like यार कुछ भी हो जाए ना, ऐसी लड़की से शादी नहीं करना. It's like ऐसी लड़की से शादी नहीं करना, ऐसे पागल लोग होते हैं ऐसे, and he married me.
Now I believe you. Now I believe you. Now I believe you when
Yeah.
you said you can make anyone Taylor
Yeah.
Swift fan.
I mean now he feels Taylor Swift songs with me. His playlists have Taylor Swift songs, and he legit feels it. He's like, हाँ ये गाना अच्छा है, इसमें हाँ I can feel this, like, and he's not even faking it because I can see he likes it, you know.
Yeah, it's an unpopular opinion. Like real men like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they do.
Honestly, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And we have this rule that if Taylor Swift plays, we cannot skip forward. Like आदमी जा रहा है Taylor Swift, बच्चा कुछ भी गाना हो, no matter what mood you are, you do not skip forward. You know, like.
No, but I actually have to schedule listening to Taylor Swift
Yeah.
sometimes because I remember when All Too Well's short film came out.
Yeah.
I got a video call from my sister while I was at work, and she's like, "Did you see the short film?"
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. I am not ready for this kind of emotional roller coaster right now. And then that's all that I could think about the entire day. So I went off in like a shady staircase, and like I opened up the short film, and I'm looking to it, I'm sobbing and everything. But it's like worth it. Like every single bit of it is worth it.
Yeah, and then Bhumika goes onto Instagram and says, "Return that fucking red cloth! Return it!"
Right? It is good.
Yeah, makes sense. It should have been, you know.
I remember when the song was released,
Yeah.
like that morning I was doing my cardio and like I was doing my cardio cycling. वहाँ पे मैंने phone रखा. Like I never listen to Taylor Swift while
You do?
doing my workout
Yeah.
because my workout playlist is like
Throw fast.
Cardi B
Yeah.
and all those songs. But then that day, like 10 minutes cycling, 10 minutes all too well. It just went so well.
It went so well, right? I mean, I think my first Taylor Swift song which I felt was "You Belong with Me."
She wears
Short skirts, I wear sneakers, she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming of the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, being there all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. We're gonna edit this out a little bit, okay? Because I don't want our listeners to go like deaf, but that's how I feel it, right? And I sang this in my college, basically, looking at my crush. Yeah, who was my best friend at that time, you know? And Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na doesn't have. This is a very, very sensitive topic. That Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na does not happen in real life, but. Yeah.
I am in the same college where Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na
Jana was
was
short. Kabhi kabhi Aditi. No, we're not doing this. Yeah. So, do you, Amreen, have such a song for you, like crushes or anything, heartbreaks?
So many. When it comes to Taylor Swift, the first song that made me love
Yeah.
the girl
Yeah.
was Teardrops on My Guitar. I came across that song on YouTube and that's how I got to know her. I did not just got inspired by the lyrics but also the way she looked, the curls.
The curls. It was such a
And
different
I
look.
ended up trying all curl hacks. When I was in my college, I used to like braid my hair overnight to get those curls.
Side wala braid, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have generations of Taylor Swift fans. Like, I'm not saying it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
we do,
But
yeah.
like, when I think of Taylor Swift, like my instant like reminder is that of 1989, and
Yeah,
which is a
right.
more recent
More
album.
recent one, true,
And
true.
these guys have like Teardrops on My
With
Guitar.
yeah, along with me, yeah. Like we're going absolutely first album sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team McGraw.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think another of that song would be White Horse.
White Horse, yes.
Yeah,
The
like
song that made me cry a lot.
I
would
know,
say.
right?
Like it was my first ever breakup, and
Oh.
I was listening. I kept on listening to that song, and you know when the situation really happened, like the guy called me for the one last time, and I was like, I'm not gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
What was the line in that song?
I'm not a princess, this ain't a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Na, na, na,
You know,
na.
in that video also there's this situation where
Yeah.
the guy calls and she doesn't
Pick up the phone,
No
huh?
second chances.
Say you're sorry,
Yeah.
that face of a stranger. I know it's different. Bhumika is not singing because she doesn't know these songs. She's younger, you know. We like the older generation of Taylor Swift
Thank
fans.
you. I'm more than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm like reclaiming the narrative.
Yeah, you're reclaiming
New
them.
romantics.
Ah.
Yeah.
think in terms of reclaiming, although it was like little petty, but I think Speak Now in some of the songs did, because you know, although like I come up, I look like more of a mean girl, but you know, I think I just wanted to be a mean girl more than being a mean girl because everybody else was so mean to me.
Right.
So, and I think every Taylor Swift song that I really related to, I just went and sang on stage. Okay, someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is mean.
I know, it's me.
Yeah, right. So I mean, it makes sense, right?
It does.
And I still have this. Like ever since we shifted to Surat from Bombay, मेरे दिल में मेरे को जितने लोगों ने hurt किया ना, दिल में ये गाना गा रही हूँ that you know तुम तो इधर ही आओगे. I'm gonna leave, man.
And
Like,
it
you know,
happens subconsciously.
subconsciously.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like I am acting on Taylor Swift songs in my head.
We're actually,
music video.
Yeah.
we're actually living Taylor Swift albums throughout.
I know. Any day. Like, you know, I have bad days at work, I listen to Taylor. Because, you know, you need like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like
it's like, I need this like more of a kick wala song. It's like,
Yeah.
I see I'm too late. Got nothing on my brain. That's what people say. Mm-mm. That's what people say. Mm-mm. I go on too many days. And I can make them stay. At least
So
that's what people
relatable.
say. I know, right? So
That's what people
yeah.
say.
So I mean that's another level. I feel like, you know. So
Once again, we don't know how she knows everything that's
Yeah.
going on in our lives.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like there are people who don't like Taylor Swift as well. Okay.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Bhumika was like, yeah, there are assholes. There are assholes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I feel that how Jake Peralta and 99 Brooklyn 99 says that, you know, she makes me feel so. It's
Yeah.
that, yeah. If you don't like Taylor Swift, that means there's some feeling problem going on. You know?
If you are emotionally available,
You will like
like
Taylor
it.
Swift, yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
don't date if you don't
Like Taylor Swift.
You're
Oh,
not
no.
emotionally available.
Oh,
You're
no.
not ready for it.
You're not
Are you
ready for it? Dum. Okay, so Bhumika, we talked about our as a relationship related songs when it comes to
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Do you have something? Do you have one?
I can't put a finger on one of them because there's just so many.
Mm.
But I think I go back to Taylor Swift not when I'm going through an active like falling in love phase,
Right.
but I kind of go back to like the breakup phase. So
Oh.
like blank space.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
It's like blank
Blank
space.
space.
So that's very me because in my head like I'm also with this much mascara. It's like, oh my god, who is she? I'm
Because darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream.
So yeah, I'm kind of like always on to that. So
Yeah.
blank space is very important to me. But my last breakup, I dealt with it via all of champagne problems. And oh my god, I need to tell you this. So
Yeah.
I was in love with my best friend and I could never tell her that.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in a coffee shop and I was
Yeah.
having like an okay day. And I was writing and I had not seen that person since so long.
Right.
And then she walks in and there is champagne problem actually like
In
in
the
the coffee.
cafe. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh my god. I was like, oh shit.
Meanest character ever.
Yeah, I'm like, I am the main character. Everyone else is just like side.
Yeah.
Get out of here. And I was like, look, I had like an eye contact thing with her, like looked at her a little bit, and I was like, champagne problems. Yeah.
But like for me, like I said, like politically, I also have Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah.
Like, and I have Taylor Swift songs for falling in love as well. Like I sent Vikas Sparks Fly, you know, when I realized that I like him. And he fucking didn't get it. He's like, यार मैं काम के बीच में textile market में बैठा हूँ, Sparks Fly सुनूंगा क्या? Like, so from there to here, where he's like, babe, this is true, you know. And because you know, like me, you know, the two of them have a fight and there are cats, right?
Yeah,
That is so
yeah.
me and Vikas. There are 3 cats, and you know,
Yeah.
and it's be like, okay, in front of the kids, you know. So like, so from that, not listening to Spark Fly to like sort of feeling me. I think my husband has also come a long way with me with Taylor Swift. So yeah.
Quite interesting because all three of us also had a triangular conversation on Taylor Swift. Like
Right.
you had
Right.
given out like Rambling Teapot only and come out with this teasers like Girls Don't Be Taylor
Yes.
Swift.
Don't be.
Yeah, you came out with that and I was like, but I am Taylor Swift.
No, I meant pick your battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is what she has become. So we were talking like behind the scenes. Basically, we were talking about how Taylor has evolved in her music. Out of nowhere goes and she's like, हम क्यों ऐसे ही बात कर रहे हैं कि
Yeah.
सिर्फ प्यार के बारे में ही
It's all
बात
about
करती है.
romantics and heartbreak, but it's
Just
not.
see the political aspects of it. Look at the song she wrote when it
Man.
comes to man. Also, what a fucking great makeup and video,
Yeah,
man.
I know, right?
I mean, what the fuck? I didn't realize it was her.
Same here.
I didn't realize it was her. So, yeah, so somehow, like, although none of us sat together and discussed Taylor, like, virtually also we were
so
doing that.
connected.
Yeah, we was doing that. And
I love
we all are Taylor Swifts in our own ways.
Yes.
Like, you know, when I say don't be Taylor Swift, it's more of me telling myself. I feel sometimes कि यार,
So you just try.
yeah,
I'd
like,
like to add something
Yeah.
here. So my username says AB Swift.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone keeps on asking me why AB Swift? What does that mean?
yeah.
And like I made this account in 2014-15 somewhere when I was in my college,
Mhm.
and I still am a huge Taylor Swift fan. But I've had like this different zones throughout these years because there was this 2017-16 that time when I was like, why do I say this out loud that I'm a Taylor Swift fan? Now I'm a grown-up woman. I should not show these things to people because they judge a lot.
Yeah.
ये Taylor Swift song सुनती है, she must be like a stupid romantic,
Yeah.
hopeless
Or
romantic
crazy
kind
bitch.
of a person. Yeah,
Or a
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
bitch.
And I had like this little phase of my life when I felt like शायद कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Now I should change my username, and I also started looking for more. But
Yeah.
then you know, throughout like that was just a tiny little phase when I had to explain people why it is Swift, because people around here do not really
No.
understand what she stands for, like
No,
what
never.
Taylor Swift is all about. It's not just about singing girly heartbreak songs.
I know.
think that's what I was even trying to say when I reposted the story.
Yeah.
That it's not just about that girls, it's about like a lot of other
A
things.
lot of other things.
And since she has done she has massive achievements
I know.
due to which I feel proud of. And
Yeah.
then came Folklore and Evermore
Yeah.
and Reputation.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I am a proud Swift fan. I am going to use this username.
I
Forever.
love Taylor Swift and I cannot lie. You know? So, and what is very interesting here is when Amreen posted that was the first time I and Amreen actually had a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
both had the conversation for the first time via a story only.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel that people will say कि यार तुम लोग क्या सूरत में बैठ के टेलर स्विफ्ट के रिव्यूज दे रहे हो, but you know what? Someday I'll be living in a bigger city and all you're ever gonna be is me.
Yeah.
We worship her and we feel proud of her achievements, what she said. You know, I definitely do. I cry with her. You know, like
Yeah.
when जब आया ना कि she posted a video कि billboards में her 10 minutes version ever, like it's
Yeah.
on #1, and I cried. And I didn't have to, right? Like I don't know her. She doesn't know me. She doesn't care. But no,
That's
she
how
does.
it
She does care. She does care about her
Yes,
fans.
She
You know.
came out with a message for her fans.
I know.
Like, doesn't
Yeah.
anybody
Yeah.
do that? She's
No.
like just. She's
And
like
she
a
picked
message.
all too well because she
Yeah.
knew that fans celebrate that
Sadness. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like there's comfort in that sadness. It doesn't
Yeah.
make you feel like you're broken.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're dead to be held,
Yeah.
and this music will hold
Yeah.
you like in a baby.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like moving into that zen mode of relationship where you celebrate your heartbreak.
Yeah. Celebrate your memories.
Memories, you know, and you know there are so many times you have like a really bad breakup, but I think this music which has come up now, you know, makes you feel कि वो back, and in the video also it's not मतलब तुम भूल गए अपनी girlfriend का birthday भूल गए, like and you fucking moved on, you left her, but she's not looking at the bad aspects of it. So that's where again I'm saying कि that evolution of like from story of us to this, there has been like a massive growth. And I think she wants to see this in her fans as well. That's the kind of message she's trying to portray, like next chapter does not mean you completely tear off that page, and it can still be in your slam book.
It's
and
about forgetting the
yes.
hurt. It's about keeping it with you.
Yes.
But not feeling sad about it.
Not feeling sad about it anymore, but it was still a story to be shared. It's beautiful and deep, I feel.
I mean, I just feel like I kind of look at her life trajectory to see how my life would probably go from this point on, because I'm just like, because I've been petty and I've been really, really aggressive at times, but I've also kind of matured with her, and mostly I've like learned that it's important to take ownership of what's yours. Like that was the whole reason for the Taylor's version to come out again, right? Like just imagine like a little girl just goes in like with a record and then she just realizes she does not have ownership over her own art. And then she's like, I'm gonna reclaim this narrative and I'm gonna come back
with
with
my
own
versions.
thing, because at the end of the day it's mine, right? So just look at it from the eyes of like me, a 20-year-old who's looking at it with so much inspiration, and I'm like, I'm gonna take back what's mine, and because I worked on it, it's mine to celebrate.
Yeah, very, very true. And I sort of lost thought of what I was saying. I was just about to say something. There's just so much to say.
For every artist, it's an inspiring message.
Yeah. Like for everyone in general, like just coming back and claiming what's yours. I feel, and a lot of times, this is what I was about to say. Okay. So a lot of time it will also happen that maybe you are not celebrated for it. Like when her Reputation album came through, she didn't get a single award for it, and when she got that call, if you have watched the documentary, when she got that call and she didn't expect कि उसको कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा, But I mean, like she should have, with the kind of videos she went and made it look. I mean, but still she thought. But I sort of feel कि हर बार हम शायद successful नहीं हुए, but just coming back and trying to reclaim the narrative again. That's what Taylor has taught me again and again. Like and has made me helped me deal with almost every phase of my life, honestly, honestly, So guys, it was really, really great having you here, okay? And we are done with the first segment of the Rambling Teapot, okay? We have another segment now, okay? It is called Spill the Tea. So which we are carrying forward from our first season, okay? So Bhumika is aware of it, but I will tell you. Amreen. So in Spill the Tea, generally what you used to do was basically we would play certain games where we would put our guests under the spotlight so that you ramble more. Okay? But now we have changed it a little bit. Now that we have Samara Chai with us, so things have changed a little bit. So Samara is known for its Karak Chai, okay, which we are drinking here. Okay. So in the Spill the Tea segment of our second season, what we are asking our guests to do is share some Karak stories with us. It can be a personal Karak story. And now that we are talking Taylor Swift, I feel each one of you will have a Karak story with Taylor being associated somewhere or the other. So who would want to start first?
I'll start.
Okay, Bhumika wants to start. I'll start.
Okay. So one of the things I learned from Taylor Swift was what's bad for your heart is good for your art, and I'm just trying really hard to hone writing and understand writing. And I went through heartbreaks, got played, slept with the wrong people, kissed the wrong people, did all of that, and then I realized that I might as well write about it. If she can write a song about it and win Grammys. I can just write and just do something. I mean, I don't know what happens next, but I can write.
Of course.
So I did that. I started writing about a lot of things, and I started mentioning people but not mentioning them, like, you know, Tim McGraw, like Dear John, not saying no names.
names.
No
We are
names.
getting correct here.
Yeah, no names. I'm just writing things around here, and then I could feel people around me quake every time I make a post on Instagram, because like, who is
Oh
this?
my god! It's
Who is this you? Who is this you? And then like 4-5 people call me. Is this you? Me? Are you talking
Oh
about?
my
Who you
God.
are talking? I was like, I just love the amount of
Oh my god.
quaking and trembling I can
Yeah,
assure just by
true
one
that.
Instagram post and like
Nice.
one Taylor Swift caption with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's Taylor Swift for me, and now I genuinely have like a power trip. Every
Like a
time
cut-up
I-
power
yeah,
trip,
a
yeah.
cut-up power trip every time. It's like people are like, who is this about? And then I love doing this. I go check my insights ki kitni baar, you know, people have checked it. And I was like, yeah, 52 people think it's about them. I'm doing my job right.
Yeah. I have something for this. Okay.
Oh
Oh my god, she is insane. She wrote a song about me.
I bet you
Think about me. I mean, tell me, what about you?
I need a moment to think.
Yeah, okay. We'll give you two.
So when Reputation came out, like that was the first time I was making money out of something that I love the most,
Yeah.
and I had a team.
Okay.
And you know, when money comes in, people show their real faces, and I like with I have always been this, you know, quiet girl who does not speak up a lot.
Yeah.
Like I used to be someone who would listen to if someone is talking mean about me. I'll be laugh, or I'll not speak up for myself.
Yeah. Right.
But that was the time when something really bad happened, and I was like, now I can't take it anymore. So I spoke up, and everyone on the table was surprised. And
He बोल सकती है.
yes, and they were like, you can't do this. Why are you so different? Why did you change? This is not you. You're not being yourself. This and that. And I was like, bitch, I am being myself. This is me.
I'm
You
being
you
myself.
never knew me. And that was the moment when Look What You Made Me Do came out. And when I heard that song, I was like, damn, how does she know what is going on?
I checked it once and I checked it twice. Oh,
Look
what you made me do.
So I broke up.
Yeah.
I broke up with that
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
and like I started conducting the work that I was doing on my own.
Yeah.
And once again, they were super surprised. Ki, how can you just do it on your own and leave us
Yeah.
and this and that? Because they did not expect
कि तुम
that
कर
kind
सकते
of evolution, which happened like really fast.
Yeah.
But then things like this happen
Yeah.
when you know keep holding your feelings for a really long
Really long
time,
time.
and suddenly you feel like this is the time when
This
I need
is
to break through
True.
and
true.
come out. And when I started speaking up, and I think I love the way the song, you know, makes me feel relatable, and it makes me celebrate that transformation every time I listen
Right.
to that song.
Hello, can I speak to old Amreen?
Right now?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Why?
Because
She's
she's
dead. Oh god, I think anybody who watches this video or listens to this, they think crazy bitches are talking
Yeah.
about Taylor Swift song. But I think I'm so proud of it.
But
Like,
they'll all listen to it because they want to know who is it about.
ये तो एपिसोड वायरल जाएगा हमारा. तो yeah, because we're like, तुमने मेरे बारे में बात किया था. तुमने मेरे बारे में बात किया था.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, so as long as we are getting views and listens, I think I'm fine with
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
And I
but
think that was all spilling the tea was about.
spilling the tea about
I
with
just
your
spilled
corrupt
the tea.
stories,
Yeah.
absolute corrupt stories. And thank you guys for doing this with us today. We had like lot of fun. I तो sang मैं हमेशा मेरे को जब भी बोलते हैं mic testing करो मैं गाना गाती हूँ. Wild. Oh, on that note, I should tell you, I'm wrapping this up, but I need to tell you all that the last collection that Don't Call Me Princess launched was yes launched was called Wildest Dreams. उससे पहले वाला collections was called No One Like Me. And so for Wildest Dreams, this shoe which Bhumika is wearing out here is called Taylor. And we did like a ramp walk, and Bhumika was the Taylor and my showstopper.
And
So,
I did an air walk like.
and she did an air walk also like this, yeah. So like that's how crazy I am about Taylor. So in DCMP presents the Rambling Teapot Chats Over Samara Chai, you need to understand that half of the collections of DCMP are basically named after Taylor Swift songs. So yes guys, that was us, the 3 crazy Swifties. And we had a lot of fun recording this podcast. I definitely did. Did you guys do?
We loved wearing the red lipstick
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Wait, we have more to speak about. So I wore something.
I will
Which
explain
for our
now.
video listeners, please go to our YouTube channel to watch this video and see what I wore. And for our audio listeners, Bhumika, can you explain my
Yes.
outfit to people? Yeah.
We are dressed up as Taylor Swift eras.
Yeah.
She's dressed up as Cardigan, which is a song by Taylor Swift. Beautiful song, please listen to it. All of us are wearing red lipstick because it's red seasoning.
She makes us feel things, man.
Yes.
She does. Yeah.
December is all about Taylor Swift.
I know it is.
Oh.
Like going back to December.
Back to
December all the time. Yeah, so on that note, guys, we are going to basically take your leave finally. Sorry. Yeah. So you need to do the drill, the same drill. You need to go follow us at the Rambling Teapot on Instagram. Follow DCMP at Don't Call Me Princess Official. Follow Samarati at @Samarati. And go buy some awesome shoes which they are wearing. I can't because I broke my foot, like I said, while trying to go and meet Amreen. So, but I'm still wearing flats, you know.
The
So
story will be remembered.
the story will be remembered, you know.
Maybe someday Taylor Swift will write.
Right, it's on the podcast. Yeah, so you can go and check out our shoes at www.don'tcallmeprincess.in for me. I'm gonna come back next weekend. Until then, stay gone.